On January 30th, 2026, the history of horror cinema changes forever. Markiplier's directorial debut, Iron Lung, isn't just a movie, it's a test of human endurance. It has officially shattered the world record for the most fake blood ever used in a single production, using over 80,000 gallons to bring a literal ocean of human remains to life. But what is it about this rusted windowless box that has captured the internet's morbid curiosity for nearly 4 years? Why are we, in 2026, more terrified of a silent submarine than a jump-scaring monster? Today, on Beyond Horror Explained, we aren't just looking at the movie trailers. We are diving into the Quiet Rapture, the cosmic event that turned the universe into a graveyard, and the disturbing real-world medical history that gave this mechanical tomb its name. If you think you're ready for the 13th expedition, take a deep breath. It might be your last. To understand Iron Lung, you have to understand the end of everything. In the year 357 of the era of incomplete consolidation, the stars simply went out. This wasn't a war or a plague. It was the Quiet Rapture. Every habitable planet, every sun, and every living soul on a world's surface vanished in an instant. The only survivors were those already in space-docked at stations or drifting in ships. Decades later, humanity is starving. The Consolidation of Iron, the desperate, crumbling government of the survivors, makes a discovery that defies biology. On a barren, frozen moon designated a T5, they find an ocean, but it's not water. It's a vast, churning sea of human blood. This is where you come in. You play as a nameless convict, promised freedom in exchange for one mission. Dive into the blood ocean and photograph what's at the bottom. But here is the catch. The submarine, nicknamed the Iron Lung, is a rusted piece of junk. To survive the immense pressure of the blood sea, the forward viewport has been welded shut with a solid metal plate. You are navigating blindly, using only coordinates and a map. Your only window to the outside world is a grainy, black and white camera that takes several seconds to develop a single still image. Every time you press that shutter button, you are praying that the next photo doesn't show a set of teeth larger than your submarine. As the note found on the floor of the sub warns, this is not an expedition, it is an execution. In a universe where the stars are dead, hope is the most dangerous thing you can carry.
Why does this specific scenario trigger such a primal fear in us? The historical curiosity lies in the name itself. The original medical iron lung was a massive 700-pound metal cylinder used to treat polio patients in the mid-20th century. Patients were encased up to their necks, with the machine using negative pressure to force their lungs to expand and contract. For many, it was a lifesaver. For others, it was a gilded cage, a mechanical womb they could never leave. Markiplier's film taps into this medical horror by making the submarine feel like a living organ. When the pipes leak or the hull groans, it feels like the sub is gasping for air alongside the pilot. This connects deeply to thalassophobia, our innate fear of vast dark water, but with a terrifying twist. In most ocean horror, you can at least see the threat coming. In Iron Lung, you are sensory deprived. You are trapped in a systemic death spiral. Psychologists note that this blind navigation mimics the anxiety of modern life, the feeling of moving toward a goal you cannot see, in a system that views you as expendable. In the 2026 landscape, where we feel increasingly disconnected from the real world through our screens, the idea of being trapped in a metal box, viewing reality only through a pixelated camera, is uncomfortably familiar. Furthermore, the 80,000 gallons of blood serves a narrative purpose beyond gore. It suggests a cosmic scale of loss. If that ocean is human blood, how many billions of lives were raptured to fill it? The horror isn't just the monster in the dark. It's the sheer scale of the silence that preceded it. We aren't just afraid of dying. We are afraid of being the last ones left to witness the end.
As Iron Lung hits 2,500 screens this week, it marks a turning point for creator-led cinema. Markiplier has proven that you don't need a massive studio to create a world-class nightmare. You just need a terrifyingly simple idea. Whether you're a fan of the original game or a newcomer to the Quiet Rapture, one thing is certain: you will never look at a submarine or a medical lung the same way again. Before you head to the theater on January 30th, I want to hear your theories. Is the blood ocean a punishment or a new beginning? And more importantly, if you were in that sub, Would you take the final photo? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you survive this deep dive, make sure to hit subscribe. We're covering the Bone Temple mysteries next. Stay vigilant, stay curious, and remember, out there, the stars are gone. I'll see you in the shadows.